I was in a violent relationship. I hadn't been in that relationship long before I fell pregnant with my eldest daughter. And then once I had the children, things got worse.
The final episode that led us to leave is one day when he got drunk and he'd thrown my then 3-year-old child across the room.
We just left with nothing, and you know, that to leave all their toys.
My ex-partner actually passed away quite suddenly, so I was left with 4 small children. One of them has got cerebral palsy.
We found out about KidsOut when we moved on from the refuge.
They said, oh, just fill out this form and you'll get a toy box sent to you for the kids.
The kids were so excited because they had these 3 great big boxes sat in the corner of the room. It was like Christmas but without all the paper. They were really excited.
Even just a simple few toys, just seeing that child smile makes a hell of a difference.
KidsOut stands for Fun and Happiness for Children, which I think is an absolutely super strapline. So it really talks about what we aim to do, which is to give positive experiences to disadvantaged children.
Well, KidsOut can trace its roots back to 1989. In Stockport, the Littlewood store and the local Rotary Club clubbed together to take children out for a day at the seaside. And about 10 years later, they decided to form a charity to continue that effort.
Rotary has bought into the branding of KidsOut and wants to help and support it. We know these children need help and assistance, and to give them a day out's enjoyment is very good.
There are a lot of children's charities, but what makes KidsOut special is that we're all about action rather than awareness.
Any child who's disadvantaged for any reason will get some support from KidsOut, either in the form of being eligible to go on one of our days out, or being involved in some of our sensory experiences, educational experiences, which actually support their development.
The key issue that we're trying to address with FizzPod is when young children start school, if they've come from a disadvantaged background, they can be up to 18 months behind their peers. FizzPod is a standalone sensory room that provides sensory learning and equipment for teachers to use with children.
To develop children's language and vocabulary and concepts around particular themes has made a big difference to their reading, to their writing, to their speaking, and to their comprehension and understanding of language.
Following on from an Ofsted inspection, the inspector actually said that, in his view, every early year setting should have a FizzPod.
One in 8 school children speak English as their second language, so through World Stories we're aiming to support their literacy, their learning, and give them a bit of fun. And by reading stories in both language forms, it enables them to develop understanding of language structures, and it helps them to develop their English, which is so important, especially in the classroom.
We found that people that live in the countryside, away from the big towns and cities, have limited access to a lot of resources that tend to get centralised. So what we've been doing with our multimedia vans is actually taking some of these services out to the kids in local communities.
The one message I'd really like people to get is that KidsOut is an absolutely superb charity. It is unique in terms of what it does and how it does it, and it's creating the platform for our future members of society.
KidsOut has come a long way in the last 20 years. We've helped to make a massive difference to the lives of thousands of disadvantaged children. We've been able to do that because we've had the support of countless individuals and companies across the UK.
Last summer I asked our staff to actually nominate a charity or charities that they would like to support at the national level, and by a huge majority they voted in favour of KidsOut.
Norman Broadbent became involved in KidsOut by attending a ball that was so engaging and so purposeful in terms of what the charity achieves for real people that we then ended up leading the fundraising committee for the last 8 years, and it's been phenomenally successful, both in employee engagement terms in our business, but also affecting the lives of real children.
KidsOut is an excellent charity, so we are really pleased to be able to offer our help and support in delivering toys to children. It's really motivational for our team members to know that they're making a real difference by coming in to help pack and deliver these toys to disadvantaged children.
We believe that children have the right to a bright and happy childhood, and we want to be involved with a charity that is making a difference to the lives of so many young people.
And that's where KidsOut comes in. With your help and your money, you can help them make the difference.
The funding is critical. The more funding we have, the more children we feel we can go out and help.
I would like to say, if possible, continue donating, because there are many more children who are living the lives we used to live.
On behalf of the thousands of children that KidsOut helps every year, and the thousands more we'd like to help with your increased support, thank you.